Once upon a time, there was a young girl who was torn between the wisdom of her mother and the philosophy of her teacher. Her mother was a wise woman who had been an entrepreneur for many years, while her teacher was a hard-working man who believed in getting a good job and having security. The young girl would often find herself lost in thought, trying to reconcile the two opposing philosophies. She would listen to her mother talk about entrepreneurship and freedom, and then she would go to school and listen to her teacher talk about getting a job and having security. It was a constant battle in her mind. For the young girl, it was not an easy process. There was a lot she had to unlearn before she could begin to understand the lessons her mother was trying to teach her. It was difficult hearing what her mother had to say because it was exactly opposite to the lessons her teacher was attempting to teach her. Finally, she decided to ask her wise mother about the difference in philosophies. "Aren't security and freedom the same thing?" she asked. Smiling, her mother replied, "Security and freedom are not the same. In fact, they are opposites. The more security you seek, the less freedom you have. The people with the most security are in jail. That is why it is called maximum security." She went on to say, "If you want freedom, you need to let go of security. Those who desire security look for a job, and entrepreneurs seek freedom." The young girl was perplexed. She had never thought of it in that way before. Her mother's words made her see things in a different light. She realized that she had been so focused on getting a job and having security that she had never considered the possibility of entrepreneurship and freedom. Her mother continued to share her wisdom with her daughter, explaining how entrepreneurship could provide her with the freedom she so desperately craved. She discussed the joys of being her own boss, making her own decisions, and having the ability to create something from scratch. The young girl was inspired by her mother's words, but she still had doubts. She had been conditioned to believe that the only path to success was through getting a job and having security. However, her mother's words had sparked a flame inside of her that refused to be extinguished. It was then that her teacher stepped in. He saw the young girl's struggle and knew that he had to help her understand his perspective as well. He explained that while security was important, it was not the only thing that mattered. Likewise, he encouraged her to pursue her dreams while also being mindful of her financial stability. The young girl listened carefully to her teacher's words and realized that there was merit in what he was saying. She began to see that the two philosophies were not mutually exclusive, and that it was possible to pursue entrepreneurship while also being financially responsible. She started to research and read books about entrepreneurship, and she became more and more intrigued by the possibilities it held. Likewise, she began to dream of a life where she was her own boss, making her own decisions, and creating something that she was passionate about. With her mother's wise words and her teacher's practical advice, the young girl found the courage to take the leap into entrepreneurship. It was not an easy journey, and there were many challenges along the way. But she persevered, and with hard work and determination, she was able to create a successful business that gave her the freedom she so desperately craved. Looking back on her journey, the young girl realized that her mother and teacher had both been right in their ways. It is possible to pursue both entrepreneurship and financial security as long as you are willing to work hard and make sacrifices along the way. She was grateful for the lessons she had learned from her mother and teacher, as they had given her the tools she needed to succeed in life. She also realized that the clash of philosophies she had experienced was a common one, and that many people struggled with the same issues she experienced. Furthermore, she decided to share her story with others, hoping that it would inspire them to pursue their dreams and embrace the freedom that comes with entrepreneurship. Not only that, but she knew that it was not an easy path, but she also knew that it was worth it in the end. Over time, the young girl became a successful entrepreneur and a role model for others who were struggling with the same issues she had faced. She used her experiences to help others find their path and pursue their dreams, and she was grateful for the lessons she had learned from her mother and teacher. As she looked back on her journey, she realized that the key to success was not just hard work and determination, but also the ability to embrace change and adapt to new situations. She had learned that it was okay to make mistakes and that failure was just a stepping stone to success. The young girl also realized that success was not just about financial stability, but also about finding fulfillment and meaning in life. She had found that through entrepreneurship, she was able to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy for future generations. In the end, the young girl was grateful for the lessons she had learned from her wise mother and teacher. They had taught her that the pursuit of freedom and security were not mutually exclusive, and that it was possible to have both if you were willing to work hard and make sacrifices. She had learned that success was not just about making money, but also about making a difference in the world. And she had learned that the key to success was not just about hard work, but also about the ability to adapt to new situations and embrace change. As the young girl looked towards the future, she knew that there would be many more challenges and obstacles to overcome. But she also knew that with the lessons she had learned, she was prepared for whatever lay ahead. She knew that the journey would not be easy, but she was ready to embrace it with all the passion and determination that had brought her this far. And she knew that, thanks to her wise mother and teacher, she would continue to find the freedom and fulfillment that she had been searching for all along. The end. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos like this from this channel. We love